Meanwhile, a Democratic congresswoman could be facing 53 years behind bars after she was indicted by a grand jury in Florida yesterday. Congresswoman Sheila Cherfilus-McCormick is accused of stealing $5 million in FEMA disaster funds and using it to bankroll her 2021 congressional campaign. Mark Meredith is live in Washington with more on this. Good morning, Mark.
Griff, this is a wild story. Good morning to you. The Democratic congresswoman is one of 4 people accused of stealing taxpayer money to help win an election. The indictment handed down in Miami offers some stunning details about an alleged scheme also under review by the House Ethics Committee. The Justice Department charging 46-year-old Representative Sheila Cherfilus-McCormick of stealing disaster funds meant to help with COVID vaccinations, then laundering the money so she could run for Congress. Her brother, a political operative, and an accountant are also facing charges. The Attorney General says the Congresswoman conspired to steal $5 million, then tried to hide the money through multiple accounts to disguise its source. In a statement overnight, Pam Bondi said no one is above the law, least of all powerful people who rob taxpayers for personal gain. We will follow the facts in this case and deliver justice. Within the last hour, Fox obtained a statement from the Congresswoman's office. Cherfilus-McCormick is denying the charges, writing, "This is an unjust, baseless sham indictment, and I am innocent. The timing alone is curious and clearly meant to distract from far more pressing national issues. From day one, I have cooperated with every lawful request, and I will continue to do so until this matter is resolved." We're hearing from fellow Florida Congressman Greg Steube. He issued a blistering statement over this, saying, "This is one of the most egregious abuses of public trust I have ever seen. Stealing $5 million in taxpayer disaster funds from FEMA, of all places, is beyond indefensible." Steube says today he plans to file a motion to censure his colleague and also hopes to expel her from Congress. We got a camera up on Capitol Hill. Griff, we're trying to catch her if she pops in to her office today. Griff.
And we will be watching. Mark Meredith, live for us in Washington.
When it comes to this game, you have to always remember something. Men lie, women lie, but numbers do not. You have to be a special kind of corrupt individual to steal disaster relief funds. And of all places in the state of Florida, where they're hit with hurricanes almost every year, your constituents depend on that money for disaster relief, and you used it for your own gain, for your own individual gain. And guys, let's go through these numbers really quick, because this is actually insane. Now you see in this photo, her ring finger is circled, and that's for a very specific reason. So again, she stole over $5 million in disaster relief funds and FEMA funds. She used the money to purchase a $109,000 3.14 karat yellow diamond ring. Bingo.
Crack is cheap.
And here's where the rest of the $5 million went. $2.4 million to the Cherfilus-McCormick Consulting Company. That's her own individual consulting company. $1.2 million bank transfer to an account managed by Cherfilus-McCormick's relatives. $830,000 transfer into a separate account where Cherfilus-McCormick was an authorized signer. $334,000 deposit into the bank account of Nadege LeBlanc, who is accused of having coordinated straw donor contributions to Cherfilus-McCormick. So that's how she had her little kickback system. The money, she would send money to relatives, and then the money that they received, they used to donate to her campaign to make it look like they were legitimately funding her campaign. $190,000 deposit to a bank account linked to Cherfilus-McCormick's brother, his consulting company. And again, her brother is the accountant. And of course, as we see, she is wearing the ring in her official Congresswoman portrait for the congressional website. And this is a close-up. This is where your disaster relief has gone, Florida. So the next time a hurricane comes and they tell you that we ran out of funds, this is where you need to look, on her finger. This is your hurricane protection, her yellow diamond ring. You have to be just as a separate tier of corrupt in terms of an individual. To be able to steal like that from people is absolutely insane.
Indictment, please. Well, it's an unjust indictment, and it seems like these intimidation tactics have been pervasive. We spent all week seeing different members getting censured, all in hopes of intimidating and kind of distracting from the Epstein files. And I look forward to my day in court so I can prove myself and actually state the truth. But if this is what Congress is becoming, where they're always trying to intimidate you, scare tactics, especially attacking minorities, black and brown people, then we're going to have to keep fighting for the district. And everybody has been giving me so much support, and we're going to keep fighting until the district gets what it needs, which is fair prices, housing, and fair representation in Congress.
Did
so
you
thank you so
improperly
much.
use the FEMA funds?
Call some of your colleagues to step down or resign?
They didn't elect me, it was my district, and so we'll keep fighting for the people and keep working like we're doing now until they get what they need. So we're here for the people. So the only people who elected me should make that decision. Thank you so much.
I also wanted to ask you about the investigation into your families, but this is also part of her congressional duties. Congresswoman, you know, you're under investigation for the congressional ethics for violation of campaign finances. Congresswoman, this is your district. You have to answer to these people. Congresswoman.
This reached Attorney General Pam Bondi, and this is what she stated. No one is above the law, least of all powerful people who have robbed taxpayers for personal gain. We will follow the facts in the case and deliver justice. Again, this is somebody who has no accountability. She stole money for personal gain. It leads me to wonder, are you even good at your job? Were you actually serving the people of South Florida? Let's take a dive. Let's see what you're about. Let's see. Maybe there's something there.
I call on my colleagues from the U.S. Senate to pass the Crown Act to prohibit discrimination on the basis of hair texture, hairstyle that is commonly associated with a particular race and national origin.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Lawsuits initiated by black workers alleging discrimination against their natural hair in the workplace have filled courthouses for more than 40 years. This legislation will provide us with the freedom to wear our crowns without discrimination. We must understand that hair discrimination is rooted in systemic racism. Anti-black hair sentiments on U.S. soil has existed for centuries.
The Crown Act. This is what $5 million got you. People of South Florida, it got you the Crown Act. This is what she's been doing with all her time and all those extra resources, of course, that she attributed to herself. She came up with the Crown Act to prevent you guys from discriminating on people based on their hair. Embarrassing.
Well, of course she has to use race as an issue why she's, quote unquote, being targeted when she committed $5 million in FEMA fraud. She's been charged with over 15 felonious counts. You have 53 years of prison time she will get if she's found guilty of this. It's absolutely amazing to me as a Florida Republican member of Congress where my constituents rely upon FEMA, and you have a Florida Congresswoman taking FEMA aid from their constituents at a time. We had 6 hurricanes in 2 years in my district, and you're going to go and try to take and defraud the American people from FEMA.
There we have it, folks. The classic hide behind the minority oppressed class. If you're in trouble, you do something illegal, cling to the fact that you're black or you're a woman or you're of a specific religious background. You can then turn around and say, oh, look, they're racist, they're xenophobic, they're Islamophobic, or they're one of the million of phobics that we try to create every single day just to refute facts. What she's done here is absolutely disgusting. The people of South Florida, you guys deserve better. You guys need to start voting Republican, stop voting Democrat. There needs to be some sort of conference where we can get a bunch of black people together, huddle up, and discuss what it means to vote and how to vet a candidate, what to look for in a candidate. Because if you guys, of course, had $5 million stolen from you, and the best that she came up with was the Crown, I can't even say it, the Crown Act.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You guys deserve so much better. Stop doing this to yourself. Get off the Democratic plantation. With that being said, let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Remember, Christ is King. Deuces.